Okay.
You have to keep some space for the monk. Yeah.
I'll be with you.
The monk will be there, หลวงพ่อ
Don't eat drugs too much.
The monk will be there.
That's it.
Bye bye. หลวงพ่อบอกบายบายแล้วเหรอคะ
No.
Say bye bye to me already.
Now lift it up, lift it up. Lift it up. Okay. Yeah, empty.
I'm here just to get.
Do you have more? So if you need more book, you know, I don't have more.
Bring it in.
We just picked up yesterday the new book, yeah? Forest leaves, you know.
หลวงพ่อไปให้เล่มใหม่เหรอคะ
เล่มใหม่
ลิปเหรอคะ
Yeah.
ได้เลยเจ้าค่ะ
What?
กลับได้เจ้าค่ะ
You got that? Okay, okay. Yeah. What? Yeah, yeah. No, ask about Michael. He gives you the.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, หลวงพ่อ I didn't post to the monk.
What? Yeah, you too close to the man. At least 1 meter. 1 meter.
That's more than 1 meter.
No.
More than 1 meter.
But I also need, some distance. Yeah.
หลวงพ่อ very easy. Said หลวงพ่อ very easy.
What? Easy?
You are very easy, very kind. Easy to hear. You are very kind. Now I want to do the record that way. You are very kind.
What nationality?
คนไทยครับ
Con Thai? You from
ใช่ค่ะ เป็นสามีค่ะหลวงพ่อ
Sami?
ค่ะ เป็นซัฟเฟอ
Sami
ริง
Thai,
เป็นซัฟเฟอริง
กี่ปีแล้ว
โอ้หลายปี
You wait a little bit until the noise quiets down. And make sure that they are not so noisy.
That's cute.
Just recording. Yeah. What are we going to do with your life? Huh? Eating, sleeping, drinking, waiting for the next life to come? Huh? Yeah. the same problem? Yeah. When we are born, yeah? How long does it take to be able to use this body? Learning to walk, learning to talk, learning to read, to write, to think. 16 years before we can use this body. Yeah? How long can we use this body in full strength? 30 years, and then start to decay. Next life the same. Yeah, when we are born as a human being. Because when we die, we forget everything. When we are born as a human, we have to learn to walk again. We have to learn to talk again. Remember that? Go back. Was it so nice to go to sleep? But you will have to do it again. Unless you find your way out. Why do you think, there are 31 realms of existence? Why do you think the Lord Buddha always comes to the human realm? Why?
Because it's got the balance of happiness and suffering.
Very good. Yes, because they are sukha and dukkha, papa. To the same extent. Some of us, who have too much sukha, they never find a way to Buddha. Some of us, who have too much sukha, they will also not find a way to Buddha. If we have dukkha and sukha, then we can find, And we all have sukha, In the morning, we get up, we wake up, we don't want to go to work, we don't want to get up, dukkha. We are hungry, dukkha. We are thirsty, dukkha. We need to go to the toilet, dukkha. We are tired, dukkha. Isn't that enough?
Haven't seen any sukha yet.
That is just the dukkha of the body. You don't like this, dukkha. You don't like that, dukkha. You want this, dukkha. You're not satisfied with this, dukkha. You want to be something else, dukkha. That's the dukkha of the heart. That's much more difficult, to get rid of. The dukkha of the body is easy. You're tired because you sleep. You're hungry, we eat. When we need to go to the toilet, we relieve ourselves. That is, the dukkha of the body is easy to get rid of. But the dukkha of the heart is very difficult to get rid of. And when we die, we forget everything. Everything that we built up in this life, bye-bye, gone. The company, or or your business that you created, you have so much work into this business. It's gone. Next life you have to do it again. Is that fun?
No.
So why don't we find a way out of the hamster wheel? Because we always think next life will be better. You always hope tomorrow will be better. Or just a year passed by, you think this year will be better. If you don't make it better, it won't be better. And the next life will be just the same as this. It's not our first life that we have been living here. We have trillions of lives behind us. In all different kinds of lives. How long we visited most? Because we don't keep the 5 precepts. And if we don't keep the 5 precepts, we will have to go to hell sooner or later. No matter what, sometimes we are good people, we do a lot of good, and we are respectful and we we are grateful, we can go up to heaven, but when our merit is gone, where do we go? Hell. And spend some time in here, yeah, for all the bad things that we did, yeah. Then we slowly come up, yeah, come maybe to the human realm, yeah, and then go up to heaven again, yeah. That's why I call it roller coaster, you know, slowly, slowly, slowly. But when you go down, huh? And slowly, slowly going up. That's what we did, you know, over all these trillions of lives, yeah. When are we going to stop? Why did the Lord Buddha come? He showed us the door, yeah? The door, you know, to Nibbana, yeah? And what are we doing? Wasting all that. Yeah? We let other people go first.
Generous.
Yeah, very generous. Go first, go. We go later. So what is the first noble truth? Yeah? Huh? Dukkha. But what is dukkha? Yeah?
You see, like attaching things that we want and also pushing away things that we don't like.
Now that is the cause of dukkha. What is dukkha itself? What?
Old age, death.
No. That
Birth.
no, that is wrong. It's discontent, dis-ease, pain, and suffering. Yeah? It's all, you know, I mean, it's restlessness, boredom, it's all dukkha. Yeah? Dukkha is a container for all the unpleasant things that we experience in our life. Yeah? Not only suffering. I mean, if I ask the people, you know who suffers? Hardly anybody. Yeah? But who has dukkha? Everybody. Yeah? All the time, nearly all the time. Yeah? Except when we have some sukha, yeah? You're hungry, we eat something, and then, you know, we chit-chat, you know, or we play with the phone, you know, yeah? The phone, you know, smartphone, that is terrible, yeah? So, the cause of dukkha is what we said, you know? I mean, we want this, we don't like this, you know, we want to be, or we don't want to be, you know, we want to become, or we don't want to become. That is the cause for our dukkha, that is the cause of the heart. Yeah? And then the third noble truth is there's the end of dukkha. Yeah? And the fourth noble truth is that what we want to, what we should do and don't do. Yeah? The path to the end of dukkha is sila, samadhi, panya. Yeah? And sila, yeah, is the 5 precepts. Yeah? When you're a monk, you know, you have the 227 precepts. Yeah? And if lay people don't keep the 5 precepts, they go down. Yeah? If the monks don't keep the 227 precepts, they go down. That's why Lunda Mahabodhi, when he visits the hell, you know, says, oh, the hell is full of yellow rose. Yeah? Monks who don't keep the precepts have to go down. It's just the same way. And it's much easier for a monk to go down than for a layperson. Because a layperson has only 5 precepts. Yeah? They have 227 precepts. Yeah?
But when the monk go up faster than us, if they keep 227 strictly.
Yeah, if he does what he's supposed to do, but how many monks are doing that, what they are supposed to do?
Wow. Like the grain in Ganges River. Like the sand.
And Lunda Mahabodhi said it very clearly. The work of a monk is walking Chongkrom and sitting in Samadhi. Chongkrom is meditation, walking meditation, yeah? That is the work of a monk. He doesn't have any other work to do. Yeah? So he starts, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then goes Bindapad, eats, you know, and takes care of his bowl and his robe, you know, and then sits in Samadhi, walks Chongkrom, sits in Samadhi, walks Chongkrom, until, you know, 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, yeah? And then he gets up again, yeah? Meditating for at least, you know, 14, 16 hours a day. How many hours? 15 minutes?
1 in 10.
1 in 10.
1%, 10%.
It is important, yeah. I mean, we as moms, get everything what we need, yeah, from the labor of the electrical. Yeah. So we should use all our resources to practice the path. Yeah. And practicing the path is practicing sitting in samadhi, and walking temple. And doing, developing panya. So the 5 sila for the lay people is not harming any living being, harming, not killing, not only killing, harming, includes animals as well, not taken what is not given. You go to a friend's house, you see an apple, you want to eat it, it's not given. Unless it tells you whatever is there, you can take it, then it is given. We go to an orchard and see, okay, take this, peach or whatever it is, it's not given, it's stealing. Or we work in a company and take the pencil or whatever is home, it's not given to us, True, but we don't think so, Including myself, when I worked, I was taking these things home, I work for this company, so it's part of me. It's against the precept, So, and the third one? Not only adultery, sexual misconduct. What is sexual misconduct? Adultery is one of the sexual misconduct, Parents with their kids, sexual misconduct. Teachers with their students, sexual misconduct. Professors with their students, sexual misconduct. And then look at the world, full of it. Then the CEO with his underlings, sexual misconduct. You're responsible for people, and you have sex with them, sexual misconduct. Because they depend on you. And now look at the world. Not only Thailand, all the world, not really. Number one, and that is the sure way to go down, down to hell. The same as killing, sure way going down. What's the fourth one?
Lie, not wrong speech.
Harmful speech.
Harmful speech.
No lying, no harmful speech. Not speaking what is not true. And the fifth?
Not taking intoxication.
No alcohol, no drugs.
No drugs.
No drugs, No things that are addictive. And now you have every one of you has in the pocket something that is addictive. Yes?
Yes.
Your smartphone.
Yes.
You don't have a smartphone?
Oh, yeah.
It's in the pocket.
Not in the pocket.
Outside pocket.
Yeah.
Outside pocket, it's addictive. It is?
True, อาจารย์หลวงพ่อ True ค่ะ
Yeah.
Especially
And
in
it is, Well, what did Lungda Mahabua say? There were smartphones out when he was still alive, But there were these handies out, He said, Toratat,ไม่เพลเป็นเทวทัต So the TV, and the phones, are like Devatata. They lead us in the wrong direction. That's what he said. He said, if I catch one of my monks, with a smartphone, I throw him out. And the monks, what did the monks do? After they hear that, they cut all the smartphones. Before there were 10 and then afterwards were 20. But if he caught one, he really went up. No, it's addictive, We are bored, now. Before we had to turn on the TV. Now we don't have to turn on the TV. It's always on. Constantly. And with this AI, it is ignored. Yeah? Now we ask, Siri, what is this? Yeah? Oh, cooking, you know?
Ask Siri.
Yeah. And where's the answer coming from? We don't know. Somewhere in the world, things like this, yeah? And that brings it up. We cannot trust the sources, yeah, because we don't know.
Ajahn, are we making the fifth precept if we have iPhones?
Yeah. Use it wisely. Yeah? Use it for your business, yeah? Use it for your work, yeah? But don't overuse it, yeah? And turn it off. You know that there's a turning off. It takes a long time. It doesn't want to turn off. Yeah? What?
Our smartphone is stupid according to our husband because we don't use them only for a phone or a text. We don't Google, we don't do anything.
Yeah, it's okay.
Come on, two weeks, Ajahn. We
If you take off your mask, then I understand you. What? Don't mind. I don't mind.
we charge our phones up, turn them off, put them in the drawer, and come on pilgrimage.
No, it's okay. Yeah. I said, there are always exceptions to the rules. Yeah? But most of them, most of them, they constantly have it in their pocket, yeah? And when they're at night, when they go to sleep, they have it next to their bed.
Lord know our life very well. You know our life very well.
Yeah. And if a monk, think about monastery where the monks have these thoughts. What do? They don't practice. And it's really dangerous. We are here, especially we are here as monks, not to practice. That's why we choose the path, that goes out, yeah? So, use them wisely if you need them, nowadays I know, if you have work to do, you need to use them, yeah? Because now the boss, constantly calls you, and do this, yeah? That's okay, yeah? But don't use them for entertainment, yeah? Oh, I want to talk to this person. Why do I want to talk to this person? Because I'm bored.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want to, get rid of, this silence, this eerie feeling, yeah?
Call somebody.
Yeah, call
Interfere
somebody.
their life.
Yeah. Instead of going, sitting at
Meditation.
So, that is the first part. Yeah? The second part is samadhi. Sitting in samadhi. Yeah? Closing one's eyes. Yeah? And then focusing on the breath. Yeah? Or focusing on the Buddha. Yeah? Staying with the Buddha. The moment the mind goes off, you bring it back to the Buddha. Yeah? Or we bring it back to the breath. And we do that, not for 15 minutes,
Yeah.
for hours.
I will increase.
Increase.
I will increase.
Yeah. I am also talking to the Sri Lankans, yeah? Who are born as Buddhists, yeah? But you are also born as Buddhists, yeah? No?
Yes, I want to do it.
Yeah. Yes, you are born as Buddhist, yeah? I didn't have the fortune to be born as Buddhist. I was born as Christian. And here also, yeah? So we had to look.
The previous life
Maybe, yeah, probably, most probably. Otherwise I would never found Mahabua, yeah? But I still was, put in a very precarious situation because I was born in a very Christian family, yeah? And they only believed, in God, in Jesus, in heaven and hell, yeah? But this life, after that comes the next life, after that comes the next life, yeah? And depending on our karma, we go down or up, yeah? Because that's the only thing we can take with us into the next life, yeah? So you better pack your bags, yeah? Because you have only 2 bags that you can take into the next life. Yeah? Good karma and bad karma. Which one is heavier, you know?
Cabin luggage and hand luggage.
No, not hand luggage. Well, what is normally happening? Yeah. So you go on a trip. Yeah. When you go on a trip, yeah, for instance, for Thailand, yeah, you pack your bags, you know, for the 3, 4, 5 weeks, yeah. Whatever you think you need, yeah, you put it in there. Then you go to Thailand or whatever country you go in, and then you buy this, you buy this, you buy this, you know, and then you take all this back, you know, put it in your house, you know, yeah. And it's the same as karma. In this life, you know, we gather things, you know, our karma in this life, then we go back to our home, and then we take for the next trip. The karma that is already in our home, plus the karma that we have created in this life. And there's no end to it. Karma will never end. When you think about the Lord Buddha, you know, I mean, he still had to experience some of the karma. Yeah? Devadatta tried to kill him, you know, 3 times, yeah? Other Buddhas didn't, you know, didn't have that, yeah? So, and Moggallana, you remember Moggallana, how he died? Yeah. He was an arahant, you know, yeah? He was one of the foremost, yeah? Like Sariputta, you know, Moggallana, yeah? And he was pounded to death, yeah? Because of his karma. The karma doesn't, is not erased, you know, because of, you know, becoming an arahant, yeah? Okay, let's go back to samadhi, yeah? So, we concentrate on the breath, or we concentrate on the Buddha, and then replace every thought, every memory that comes in with the attention on the Buddha or on the breath, until there's no more thought and no more memories coming up. And that's what we call samadhi, upachara samadhi. And it's a safe route. Yeah? We go in, we rest, and we come out. Yeah? And when we come out, then we know we have been into samadhi. Yeah? When we come out, we feel refreshed and we feel energized. Yeah? Most of the people, you know, feel tired after going to samadhi, but that is not real samadhi. Yeah? Yeah? Because what they do is they open the door. Ah, that's nice, and they close the door in front of them. And then they open the door again, and then of course they are tired. They say, "Oh, it was such a beautiful meditation. I'm so tired." Yeah? And then they go to sleep, you know, and all the work is gone. Yeah? Now we go in, close the door behind us, and then we are in a safe house. Yeah? And then we see, yeah, when there are no kilesas, because the kilesas cannot enter upachara samadhi, we feel safe, we feel free, we feel happy, we feel content. And the most important thing is that time, you don't need anything. You don't need anything. The moment we come out of samadhi, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, I need this, I need that. Yeah? That is the sign that we've been to upachara samadhi. Yeah? Yeah? And we should do that every day. Yeah? And especially the people, you know, who are retired, you know, at least 6-8 hours a day. What?
He does a lot.
Yeah. How many hours?
Actually, quite a few.
Quite a few, yeah, but it's not yet 8. Yeah. Doesn't matter. You don't have to check, you know, but you know how much, yeah? Because 8 hours is really long, yeah? 10 hours, you know, is a normal retreat, you know, 10 hours. Huh? So, but the important thing, yeah, when we train samadhi, yeah, is not only concentration on the object that we concentrate on, but knowing what this object does. Knowing the breath. If it is the in-breath, it's the out-breath, if it's long, if it is short, if it's detailed, if it's rough. Yeah? This knowing, yeah, is called sati. Yeah? In the Thais now, many sati sata.
ไม่มีสติสตัง
That means we are completely unaware of what is going on. Yeah? And that's what most of the people, that you find in Australia are doing. Yeah? They don't know what they're doing. They just do whatever the kilesas tell them. Yeah? Yeah? They don't know why they're doing it. They don't know what the results of their doing it. Yeah? They just do it because the kilesas tell them to do it. Yeah? And that is the important thing to practice. Yeah? We need to have sati. Yeah? We need to know what is going on with the breath, yeah? Or going on with the Buddha. Yeah? Is the Buddha fast? Is it slow? Is it deep? Is it shallow? We know how I said. Yeah? When is the in-breath turning into the out-breath? When is the out-breath turning into the in-breath? Is the in-breath at its height? Yeah? Every millisecond, we need to know what is going on. Yeah? If you live in the countryside, observe the animals, yeah? Do we need to think what the animals are doing? When you observe, I mean, here we have the squirrels, when you go to a zoo and you observe the lions or the monkeys, do you have to think what they are doing? You see and know. Isn't it? Yeah. We don't have to use our brain to know what is going on. Yeah? The sati comes from the heart. Yeah? And that's what we have to train. A lot of people, train samadhi, okay, concentration, and then there's a cup, and then they go into the cup, and that's not samadhi. Because they don't know what is going on. They just concentrate. Yeah? No, you have to know. It's not important. Yeah? It's not important how the breath is. It's important that we know how the breath is. Understood?
Yeah.
Very clear. Yeah? It is very important to know what is going on. No matter if it is a Buddha or if it's a breath. To know how the breath is. Not to make the breath in a certain way. To know how the breath is. If it is wrong, it's fine. But we know. Yeah? And that leads us to Upachara Samadhi. Yeah? And then we don't jump onto the feelings that arise. Yeah? So calm, nice, calm, and it's gone. Yeah? Nice feeling, it's gone. Yeah? The byproduct of samadhi is something is arising. Yeah? That's why I that's why I compare it, to digging a well. As long as we dig, the well gets deeper. The moment we stop, the well fills up. And the digging is putting our attention on the breath or on the Buddha and know what the Buddha or the breath is doing. Yeah? Understand? Huh? What?
I'm just following you. My mind's just empty right now.
Okay, good. That's the best way to get it. So this is important, to know what is going on. Yeah? Because this is the sati. Because we know in the next stage, of the path that leads to the end of dukkha, is panya, developing wisdom. Yeah? In the West, they call it vipassana. Yeah? It is vipassana, but vipassana is asking questions. Yeah? Not just observing. Yeah? I mean, you can observe your life, the rest of your life, what is going on, nothing will change. Yeah? We need to ask questions. Yeah? For instance, if you sit for 3 hours, pain. What is pain? Yeah, dukkha vedana. Yeah? What is pain? Huh? We have a solution for it. The moment, we sit long, and we feel pain, then we get up, and the pain is gone.
No.
Yes?
No. Not the way.
You turn the pain into your...
What?
You just turn the pain into what your...
Into object, yeah. That's what we do, yeah. Instead of, if you cannot concentrate on the Buddha or on the breath anymore, then we concentrate on the pain. And then the first thing is we accept pain. We feel it through our whole body. We want to understand what is pain. Yeah? What do people in the world do? Pain, go to the doctor, get medicine, you know. They want to get rid of the pain. We don't want to get rid of the pain. We want to understand what is pain. Yeah? So, breathe it in, and then look where it is. Yeah? And then, yeah, investigate. Yeah? Investigate by asking questions. Yeah? And you have to ask the right question. Yeah? What is pain? Yeah? How does it feel like? Yeah? Is it constant? Yeah? It's not constant. It's breathing, like it's a breathing pain. Yeah? Sometimes it's stronger, sometimes it's lower. Yeah? Not so strong. Right? And where is it? Yeah? Is it in the skin? Is it in the tendons? Is it in the muscles? Yeah? But most of the people, oh, I break my back, you know, I sit too long, you know, I ruin my body, you know. That is not the right kind of question, that is not the right kind of answer. You really want to understand what pain is, yeah? Where is it from? Yeah? And when you dig down, yeah, you cannot find it. It's not in the skin, it's not in the tendons, it's not in the flesh, you know, it's not in the muscles, it's not in the bone, because we have bones and all these things, you know, for all our life, and it's not in pain. Yeah? So the moment we come close to the pain, you know, the pain disappears from this point and appears in another point. Yeah? And when it appears in another point, you know, we go and do the same kind of investigation, yeah, until it shows us where it's actually coming from. Yeah? That is the first understanding of what pain is. Yeah? Then we don't have to be afraid of pain anymore. Yeah? There are the stages of pain, the pains of death, you know, but that is a little bit too high up. Yeah? So, if we can investigate pain, yeah, without wishing, without, you know, our wish to that the pain goes away, yeah, then we can investigate any kind of feeling. We can investigate anger. We can investigate lust. Yeah? And we do all the same thing. We ask the right questions. Yeah? Let's feel it. Yeah? And for instance, for anger or for lust or for greed, you know, I mean, we look what came before. Yeah? What came before the feeling that the feeling arises. Yeah? There is something. Yeah? There was something. Yeah? What came before that? We want to before that. Yeah? And before that. Yeah? We want to find the stone that caused the other one. Yeah? Once we found the stones, we can invert it or we take it out and then the whole thing goes away. Yeah? That's the idea. Yeah? I mean, investigation is asking the question and not listening to the answers that the kilesas give us. Huh? We had the idea, they give us, you know, it is in the muscles, you know, and then you say, you know, then you tell the kilesas, yeah, I have muscles since I'm born, you know, why I'm now only in pain, yeah? And when I get up, you know, the pain is gone, yeah? So, you fool me, yeah? I don't believe you, yeah? And then comes the next answer, and the next answer, yeah? Until there's no more answer coming, yeah? And then, most of the time, or sometimes, you know, the chitta knows the real thing, yeah? The knowing nature, yeah, of the chitta knows everything, has known everything for eternity, yeah? So, this comes up. Yeah?
Your advice is so great. I'm just wondering, is it okay to record your doing?
Yeah, he's recording.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I just want to remind him to ask.
Yeah, but there's a recording. Yeah? My recording stopped, you know. And do clips auf, yeah? Yeah. So he's recording as well, so I mean he can give it to you. So what is all this? Where was I? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, don't listen to the answer that comes from the kilesas. Yeah. I mean, you have to invert every answer that comes. Yeah. And say, I don't believe you, or you know, this is not true, or you know, I know it better, you know, until there's no more answer coming. Yeah? And the answer, yeah, that comes, you know, in the end, yeah, is the answer of the chitta. That already knows everything, yeah, but yeah, we don't let it know. Yeah? Because we think we know. Yeah? But thinking, we think we know is avijja. Yeah? Well, what is it? What is the definition of avijja? Huh? What is the definition of avijja?
Ignorance.
Yeah, it's called ignorance. But when we dig down, wanting to know, that's why the smartphones are so
to say sorry again.
avijja wants to know and wants to understand, but cannot know in line with the truth and cannot understand in the line with the truth. This wanting, this will, yeah? I mean, it is essential. We need this will also to go to Nibbana. So we have to use it, but we have to use it in a very wise manner, yeah? Wanting to know is, wanting to know, not to want to know in line with avijja, but want to know in line with the heart. Yeah? That's why we shut out all the answers that come, from our memories, from our reading, from this and that, yeah? And listen to what the answer of the heart is. Yeah? Because the answer of the heart, is normally the truth. Yeah? You can trust it. Yeah? And it is so soft that we normally don't hear it. Yeah? You only hear the loud kilesas, noise, yeah? This is like this is like this is like that. Yeah? Or this person said this, or that person said that. Yeah? Yeah, when I'm in Singapore or in Malaysia, I feel sorry for these people. Probably in Australia as well. I mean, you have so many teachers coming by telling you this and telling you that, yeah? And the Thais are also good, yeah? I mean, when I came to Thailand, yeah, all of the Thais, were on Arahant hunt, yeah? They're hunting this Arahant, hunting that Arahant, and then what? Yeah? And then afterwards, I talk to them, they're completely confused. Because every Arahant says something different. They all mean the same thing, but they use different words. So the people who listen to them are confused. And it's probably the same thing, the more you listen to teachers, the more you're confused you get. Yeah? Oh, this person said this. That doesn't. Yeah? Who is right? Yeah? Listen to you, it's all right. And the way to the heart is the way to samadhi. Yeah? So, what are the obstacles on the path to Sotapanna?
Craving.
What?
Craving.
Craving. No, craving can be positive. You can crave for Nibbana. That is positive. It can lead us in the right direction. And it is necessary as well. Now, what is the first fetter? Doubt. Huh? Doubt that there is heaven, doubt that there is hell, doubt that there are beings in heaven, doubt that there are beings in hell, doubt that there is karma, good karma, bad karma, and the result of good and bad karma. That's the first fetter. 99% of the human world, has no way out of this fetter. They talk, believe in God, believe, God saves them, or Jesus saves them, or Hinduism, or whatever. Yeah? What is the second factor? Huh?
Silabhata Paramasa?
Yeah, Silabhata Paramasa. Yeah. What is Sila?
Keeping precepts.
Sila?
ศีลคือข้อรักษา
ศีล
ข้อรักษา
ศีลห้า
ข้อรักษาศีลคือข้อรักษาเรา
เนี่ยขอรักษายังไม่ได้เอาจะไม่รักษา ไม่ได้ขอจะไม่รักษา
ก็ครูอาจารย์ไม่ต้องขอ
ไม่ได้
ที่
ขอ
เรา
Sila Pata Paramata, this, Sila is a precept, so 5 precepts, for the monks, 227 precepts, to take them or not to take them, to fiddle with the precept, that is the correct translation, That's a translation, Lunga Mahabharata. Yeah? Not what is translated in English. Yeah? I don't know how rites and what is it? Rites and rituals? You know what is the translation?
Attachment to rites and rituals.
No? What? What?
Attachment to ritual.
Yeah. But that is completely wrong. It has nothing to do with sila. Yeah. Sila is seen. Yeah. It's a 5 precepts. Yeah. Bhakta paramata is a mention of fiddling. Yeah. Taking them on, not taking them. Taking them on, not taking them. Yeah? Very simple. Yeah. In the book A Life of Inequality, Lunga talks about all 10 fetters. So I mean, his description is tough. Yeah? So I mean, who wants to know about the 10 fetters? Please read, Life of Inequality, the supreme attainment. So that's the last chapter in the book.
And the book of
Yeah, the book also. Yeah. It's always there. There should be more copies of that one. And the third fetter, yeah. This body. Huh? You're born in this body, you die in this body, and you believe you are the body. Huh? All our concerns in our life is around this body. Yeah? We work for the body, we educate the body, we train the body, we educate the body, we work for the body, and then we die in the body and we think we are the body. Yeah?
That is self.
No, it has nothing to do with self. Self are the 5 things. I mean, your thinking is much more important than, this just this body. Yeah? Your thinking, your ideas, your memory, your whatever, your beliefs, that is what you think you are. Yeah? But they have changed over time. 20 years ago, you thought completely different. You had different ideas, you had different goals, you think like that. So who is the one? Who is I? Who is self? Huh? Don't know.
There is nobody. There is no self.
But you don't believe it. You're attached to the self. Yeah?
You do things for the self.
Yes. Yeah? And that's what we have to get rid of. Yeah? And the body is the first thing. Yeah? Yeah? You're born in a car, you die. Yeah? You die in the car. Yeah? Yeah? You never get out of the car. You think you are the car. You drive it, you dress. Yeah? It's the same with the body. Yeah? What did the Lord put in it? He knocked on the window and said, "Get out." Look, the car is the car, the driver is the driver. Yeah? Yeah? And there's 500. Yeah? Is that what we attach to ourselves? Yeah? But for the third precept, we only need to see body is body, chitta is the chitta. Yeah? They're 2 different things. Yeah? And cutting these 3 fetters, leads us to Soda. Yeah? But that fetter is difficult. Yeah? The fetter of keeping the precepts, is easy, and we are born in a Buddhist society, we believe in karma, we believe in heaven and hell, so I mean, that is easy. Yeah? Problem is the body. Yeah? Because all our life we look after this body. Yeah? So, I mean, we think we are the body. Yeah? If somebody harms us, we think somebody harms us. Yeah? Huh? And it just harms the body, Yeah? And the body is just, just a biological robot, just like a car. Yeah? We use it, yeah? And when the car, breaks, cannot be repaired, what do? We get a new car. Yeah, that's life. Huh? When the body dies, we get a new body. Yeah? When the next body dies, we get a new body, and so on, and so on, and so on. Yeah? And when the body doesn't work, like our car, when the car doesn't work, we put it into the repair shop. Yeah? When the body doesn't work, we put it in the repair shop, it's called hospital. Yeah? They open it up, see, what's wrong, take it out, put some replacement in.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
It's not us, it's not me, it's not mine, it's not myself. Yeah? It doesn't belong to me. Huh? Principle of anatta. Yeah? Not different from a car. The mechanic opens, sees carburetor, gone wrong, puts in a new carburetor, car works again, The doctor looks, our kidney is, gone, puts in a new kidney and it works again. It's a body, and we use it, just like we use the other tools. When you think about the 5 tools, the 5 tools of the chitta, are the 5 countries: body, feeling, memory, thoughts, consciousness. And the chitta is the owner of it. A lot of people, think that consciousness is the chitta. No. I mean, the Lord Buddha said chitta is the chitta and consciousness is vijnana. It is used 2 different words for it. Consciousness, all these things appear and disappear. Anicca. Thoughts appear, disappear. Feelings appear, disappear. Body, slowly disappears also. Gets born, ages, gets sick, and disappears. And consciousness very fast. I mean, the older people you might remember, when you watched the movie in the old times, and the film was not synchronized, you saw a black bar between pictures. Remember? That is when consciousness, disappears. You see one moment of consciousness, but it's so fast that you, like in a moving picture, you draw the line. Actually, there's nothing. If you slow down the movie, you see one picture, and then half an hour later another picture, you would be bored. And nowadays, even the pictures have to be faster, so the people don't get bored. We need fast entertainment because we cannot stay. People cannot stay for 1 or 2 seconds, on the same topic. That is a problem. How can you ever train samadhi if you cannot stay for 1 or 2 seconds on the same topic? Children will have a very difficult time, to train samadhi, especially if their parents give them constantly these smartphones, to play with. It's great for the parents. Before, when I was young, then the parents gave them the TV, so they could watch TV and then shut up, But we didn't have our TV, But that's what the parents used to do, So these kids, are used to for entertainment. You have to go faster and faster, So consciousness is very fast, you hardly catch it, Only if you have extreme sound, Then you see, boop, 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 The whole world disappears, in this 1 second when the consciousness disappears. Because consciousness is only, what is consciousness? It tells us that something has come into contact with our senses. And who is deciding what sense? Memory, sanya. That decides, it's a hearing sense, it's a seeing sense, or it's a touching sense, or whatever. Smelling sense, tasting sense, all that. So it's only, vijnana is only contact, sense contact. That's all. There's nothing to do with the chitta. The chitta is the owner of the 5 khandhas. And, what Lungta Maharaj said, in the chitta there are 2 powers. It's the power of darkness and the power of light. Power of avijja and the power of dhamma. And whoever sits on the throne controls it. Controls the 5 khandhas. And you sit and meditate, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Then the kilesas come, it's enough. And they drag you out, That's it, So we have to train the chitta, We don't have to train the khandhas, We use the chitta, we train the chitta, to use the khandhas for wholesome things, For sitting and meditating, for doing investigation, And the next step, after we see that the body is not self, what do? Body investigation. A super. Yeah? Have you ever, yeah? When you sit next time you are in front of the mirror, yeah? Take a little nice scalpel, and you put it there, yeah? Bring off your skin and look at it, You like to see that? See? We don't have to make the body loathsome, because we see it as loathsome. We just open it up and just think about it. Just think about the shit that comes out. You don't like to look at it, you don't like to touch it, you don't like to smell it, you don't like to eat it. Yeah? It comes out of this body. Yeah? So this body turns everything that is nice, beautiful, yeah, tasty, into something that is disgusting. Yeah. So it happens inside this body. Yeah? And what is nothing but a chemical factory that turns everything that is nice into something that is disgusting. So why do we like it? Why do we attach to it? Huh?
Yeah.
What is our attachment to this body? Yeah? The doctors, who open the first time, when they train to be doctors, they open the first time the body, or even policemen who see a murder, Blah. That's wrong. Or fall unconscious. You don't have to make the body loathsome, it is loathsome. You just need to remove that thin tissue that is called skin, and you don't like. Next time you hug your husband, see him without skin, you don't want to hug him. Yeah? It's the same. Yeah. Without skin, we don't even want to look. Yeah? We don't want to look closer. Yeah? So, the body in itself is disgusting. Yeah? And within the body, rooted is greed and hatred. Yeah? So we have to investigate greed, and we have to investigate the body, because if we see something is loathsome, if you see something that is disgusting, what is your normal reaction? Look the other way. Yeah? And now we look back, see it, and see it, and see it. And if something is not to our life, anger will come. So within the body is rooted, greed and hatred, wanting and dislike, liking and dislike. And we only can overcome it with investigating this body, the loathsomeness of this body. The second stage of enlightenment is Sakadagami, once returned. He has only greed and hatred eliminated to harm. And only the Anagami has completed, the investigation of the body. And then he can turn on to the higher realms, to the Namakanda. Right. Upakanda and Namakanda. And what is that? It is thought, memory, association, and mental feeling. With the body, of course, comes bodily feeling. Body has two parts, bodily feeling and mental feeling. So, what do you do? Body investigation, body investigation, body investigation, body investigation. And when you do it correctly, when you open the body and see it, or you can open somebody else's body, it's the same thing. You don't like to see that. Then anger comes up. When you close the body, lust comes up. Then you open it, anger comes up. Before we learned how to deal with pain, now we learn to deal with anger. We accept the anger, we feel the anger, and we look what brought the anger up. Your husband did something you didn't like, isn't it?
I don't have a husband.
Then your colleague. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter who it is, Somebody does something that you don't like and the anger comes out, Yeah, yeah, see? So we have to learn to deal with anger, yeah? And then we have to learn to deal with lust, yeah? And it's all, yeah. You see something we like, greed comes up. You see something we dislike, anger comes up, or dislike comes up, yeah? And if you're contented with the way things are, neither greed nor anger comes up. Well, so we have to investigate the body to see, and we have to train the chitta to bring up the anger, yeah? And then turn the anger instantly into greed, yeah? And then bring up the greed, steady the greed for a moment, and then turn it into something that dislike, until we see it's only a mental play. And then we can walk through. Yeah? You see, okay, it's just our assumptions. Yeah? But for that, we have to do a lot of body investigation. Yeah? And to see, and to learn how to deal with anger, and also to learn how to deal with greed. Yeah? But we know now these things are things. Yeah? We can turn greed instantly into something anger. Yeah? Yeah? You see something nice, something, and you suddenly, you turn it into something that is shit. Yeah? You don't like it anymore. You don't want it anymore. Yeah? And you save a lot of money by that. Okay. Now, for the rest, I want to calm down a little bit. For the rest of it, we have to understand one thing. Avijja is the mastermind behind everything. Yeah? Avijja has three armies. The army of delusion, the army of greed and hate. And as long as we have not overcome greed and hate, we cannot fight the army of delusion. Yeah? Delusion pushes greed and hate in front of us, and we cannot actually see delusion. We think we might, we assume we see delusion, but it's not delusion, it's either greed or hate. Yeah? It's either like or dislike. Yeah? Once we have overcome greed and hate, yeah, then you can see delusion. Yeah?
So
And then now
delusion
imagine.
is very clever then.
What?
Delusion is very clever. Stay behind.
It's true.
Mastermind.
No, the mastermind is behind. Yeah? And the mastermind is not delusion. Yeah? When you listen to Lungda Mahaboa's talk, yeah? He said, what did he do? Yeah? He went to Luang Puman, yeah? And then he trained Samadhi. He trained not only Upachara Samadhi, he trained also Apana Samadhi. Yeah? Apana Samadhi is where one-pointedness. Yeah? The subject and object merge into one point. Yeah? So you cannot say anything about it. Yeah? After 5 years, Luang Puman didn't say anything for 5 years. Every day, Lungda Mahaboa said, Samadhi. Yeah? After 5 years, he said, okay, enough. Yeah? Now you go into investigation. And he did body investigation. And within 8 months, he finished body investigation. 1, 2, 3, yeah? And then he said, delusion. How long did it take it? 2.5 years. Because so difficult. Yeah? Delusion is, you think you know the way, and then you come to the end. Oh, it's wrong way. Then you think this is the way? No, wrong way. This is the way? No, wrong way. This is the way? No, wrong way. And after he finished delusion, it still took him 3 months, to finish Avijja. So, don't even start with delusion, start with body. At least, when you come to the stage of anagami, you don't return. Yeah? Actually, you can lay back, and wait until you float up. Yeah? No? But this is really the hard part. But it's a straightforward part. Yeah? To tackle delusion is not straightforward. It's completely, confusing. So, anyway, that's all what I wanted to say. Yeah?
Start with Rupa first. Start with Kaya. Kaya kata titik first.
And you better practice, you know. You'll be ordained as a monk, you know. You better practice, you know, at least 10 hours a day. Yeah. I mean, when I came to Lungda Mahabor, you know, all the monks were practicing. Yeah? And he came by twice a day to check what you're doing. Huh? He went up, he sneaked up to the kuti, you know. You didn't hear it when you fall asleep, you know, when you lay about, you know, and boom. And if he caught you 3 times, out. So, practice at least 12 hours, 14, 16, up to 18 hours a day.
Not 15 minutes.
15 hours!
I will start increase. I will increase. Promise.
It's not easy, yeah?
Yeah.
But it's straightforward. If you listen, I mean, if you listen to the teaching of the Lord Buddha, it's very easy. Sila, Samadhi, Pani. There's nothing else, yeah? You know what Sila is, you know what Samadhi is, and you know what Pani is, investigation. Asking the right question and not listening to the answers that come from the Buddhism. Trying to find the answer that comes from God. So what else do you need to know? Then you know this is the teaching of the Lord Buddha. And Lumpuman, Lungda Mahabor only taught the teaching of the Lord Buddha. Didn't go outside, this or that or that. In Samadhi, don't go to the feelings that come up. Because that's not Samadhi. So nice. And then you're out already. The moment you think, so nice, you're out of Samadhi.
Yeah.
You're ejaculated, you know? Stay with the breath, stay with the Buddha until the breath stops, not disappear, until it stops. And when it stops, you know it stopped, You might get afraid, you know, you have to prepare yourself. And then jump into the knowingness that knows. Let the breath will stop, and then subject and object merge. And for your daily life, use the principle of anatta. There is a feeling, it's not my feeling. No, it's not my feeling. You couldn't hurt my feelings. No. No one can hurt your feelings. Because feeling is a phenomenon that arises and ceases. Thought is arising and ceasing. Ideas are arising and ceasing. Memories are arising and ceasing. It's not me, it's not mine, it's not myself. In the moment I say there's a feeling, I can investigate. When I say I'm in a bad mood, that's the end of it. Bye-bye. But when I say there's a feeling, you know, that feels like this, you know, then I can investigate. What came before, what came before, what came before? What triggered this whole thing? The same, you know, you sit, you know, and you get tired. What came before? The kilesas, you know, inside you, you know, to go to sleep. And you don't catch it because your sati is not strong enough. In the end, you know, you fall asleep. But if you catch it, suddenly you're completely awake. Okay, that's enough. Okay? Huh?
Never enough. Listen to your heart talk is never enough.
Never enough. I gave just, you know, in 4 days, 6 talks in Singapore and Malaysia. They're already online. I have some books for you in German.
Australia next.
I don't go back to Germany, I don't go back to Europe, I mean, Paris. Please come to Thailand to experience also.
3 months.
That's where you can experience Buddhism as still alive. The generosity, the respect. When you go to Australia, who has respect? People don't respect each other. Yeah? I mean, Buddhism cannot grow in this environment. Yeah? It's the same thing, you know. I mean, if you want to go to heaven, it's not only, it's not only generosity, it's not only respect, or gratitude, it's also keeping the 5 precepts. It's the same thing, you know. If you want to enter Sotapanna, we need to have generosity, we need to have respect, and we need to have gratitude. Otherwise, we cannot enter. And we cannot enter deep samadhi as well. You see, if we cannot let go of material things, how can we let go of, of all these thoughts and memories? So, are you taking place in the Zoom sessions as well, or?
Zoom, no, we don't. We're not connected to anything.
Ah, okay. So, how does he know my talks then?
He has read your book many
He came here and took your book.
Okay.
And his wish came true because he got the second book. And he want to ask Luang Po for the first book.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, you ask Luang Po if he has. And
Now he has the third book as well.
He looked in there and he found first book.
Yeah, first book, second book, third book. Okay, so have a nice, trip.
Luang Po, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. I'm very, very, very happy, grateful.
What? No.
No autograph.
You can sign it yourself, by doing a lot of practice,
Let the monks.
Okay, so don't waste your life as a human being, yeah? 16 minutes is not enough. I mean, he is already retired, 8 hours.
This year we have 8 hours to start.
But only after. I sit for hours and then come out, then to Yeah. If you need any books, I mean, any of these books, just send us a note, and then we send it to her. And we have more if you need some more, If you want it. Yeah. Just go and ask him, We have also the life of inequality, Okay? Yeah. Okay. Okay, come longer. Come for a month, 2 months,
That same thing here.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes crack.
I am having this right now.
I'm old.
Yeah, I am old.
69.
I'm 70.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
What?
I don't know what they want.
ได้ค่ะกูจะใส่ลังเอากับ